All right, guys, welcome to another exclusive right here on BOJ TV. It's about 16, 17 days since the passing of Hurricane Melissa. And of course, we have found the superintendent in charge of the parish of St. Elizabeth, Superintendent Minto. He has been very active, ensuring that St. Elizabeth remains safe, even in the face of the passing of Hurricane Melissa. Superintendent, how are you, sir?
Not too bad. Thank you.
I'm glad to touch you in person. I see you out there, doing the work. Sometimes in the newsroom, we get a little worried because we say, boy, it seems as if you don't remember that you're a human being sometimes because you're out there on the forefront leading from the front, sir. We want to really thank you in the first instance on behalf of all of the citizens for the work that you and your team are doing. You want to give me an update of where we are now?
Well, let's start with my team.
Yes.
I want to commend members of the St. Elizabeth Division for the overwhelming show of strength, particularly at this time during Hurricane Melissa and after the passage of the hurricane. Our members, Sergeant Simpson, head of traffic, and so many others were on duty during the hurricane and remained on duty for several days. And so I wanted to start by commending the team. We have never suspended our services. The station remained open, certainly at Black River and all the other stations. Silo was one of the stations that was hardest hit. And in fact, we just went there with the Assistant Commissioner Area 3 to do a re-examination of the building. And due to the impact of Hurricane Melissa, the staff from Silo had to be removed and we repositioned them, redeploy them into other areas. Yes. But as you know, the cleanup has started. We are supporting the other agencies who are in the space to ensure that the major roads, their access, and also the off roads. And that continues. Currently, we have a night curfew, which is imposed, which starts right where we are at this point in Gutters, and it goes along all the major corridors right through to the border of Westmoreland. That starts at 10 p.m. until 6 a.m. each day.
Okay. So happy that we have Sir Simpson here with us. In the Santa Cruz area, I recognize that, in particular in the evenings, probably when the vehicles are coming back in from Westmoreland, Black River going back into Kingston, relief vehicles, we tend to see a pile up of traffic. You think it's time for us to probably consider turning Santa Cruz into a one-way, similar to what they do in Christmas? Because sometimes it gets really, really horrible in Santa Cruz in terms of the traffic pile up.
Yeah, I would say yes.
Very lost.
Right. I would say yes. Santa Cruz should be a one-way permanently, not only for the Christmas season, because it would help to alleviate the amount of traffic that is flowing into Santa Cruz. And also we ask the relevant authority to hasten to fix the bypass so that it can flow freely.
Okay. So in terms of that move to making it a byway, is it the prerogative of the police or is it the
No. So there are a number of stakeholders.
Yes.
We sit at a table. We have raised the issue about the traffic in Santa Cruz, both directions. And so we are continuing that discussion with the various stakeholders. And as soon as those discussions are concluded, then the public would be advised if there's any change and the nature of the change that is. But as it is now, the discussions are on.
Yes. As we speak, Superintendent, what is the state of the mind in terms of the residents in Black River, the business people? I know you are, apart from being the top cop, you are a person that, deal with persons on a one-on-one basis, speak to them. You want to tell me what's happening on the ground there, Newtown, those places.
So, and let's not forget our own officers.
Yes.
We brought in our area chaplain, Dr. White, who came in and did a session with our members. We brought in our chief chaplain, who came in after Gary Woodley-Fletcher, also did a session with our members. And a number of the groups that have come into the parish, they also come with their own doctors, their own counselors. As you can imagine the impact of Hurricane Melissa beyond the structural damage. We're talking about many families who have lost loved ones. 18 we have on record, 18 persons that would have died as a result of this. But that emotional trauma and, just witnessing the devastation would require a lot of people, children, women, men, going through some kind of session. And so a number of the groups that have been coming in have been bringing in this kind of support.
Yes.
To help with the counseling and to help with just allowing persons out to cope at this time. But let me just say this. St. Elizabeth, I've been here 2.5 years.
Yes.
We're strong people. We're very resilient.
Definitely.
We went through burial last year. And although not quite the same with Melissa, but I'm confident that we're going to rebuild and rebuild stronger. So we call on the citizens to, seek support. There are many persons external to the affected areas who are coming in not only with care packages, some are coming in with building material, but others are coming with the softer skills, which is really to sit with people and to engage them. And that is also important in this time in the healing process.
So are you getting any reports of any increased attempt at robberies, looting in the dark? Some of the areas are dark at night.
So there's not an increase in crime in the parish.
Yes.
And, as it is now, St. Elizabeth continues to see reduction in our major crime. We are not ignoring that we have some persons who are not law-abiding citizens and would want to break the law. And so, as we speak, we're seeing up to yesterday 13 murders, which is the lowest in 25 years in the parish. All the other categories of crime are also on the decline, except for break-in, which we had a spike earlier in the year, but the numbers are significantly going down now. So we are still managing the parish whilst dealing with the disaster and the recovery from that, ensuring that we're holding the entire parish, including the disaster areas, but there are other areas that are not affected significantly, like Black River and some sections on the north and down on Treasure Beach area. So as late as yesterday, we had a major operations across the parish, just to ensure that we are enforcing the law. We are going after persons who we're still looking for, who are wanted, or persons of interest in various crimes. So the operations continue across the parish. Major operation took place yesterday.
Okay. So we don't want to hold you on the team much longer. So final words are going to be yours. Talk to us as citizens, as civilians. How can we play our part in this particular time? How can we be of assistance to the police? Talk to us.
So I'll make my final point and then I'll ask Sergeant Simpson to comment.
Yes.
Because on our roads, since in the last 16, 17 days, we have had 3 fatal crashes in the parish. And we want to appeal to our motorists, not only those in St. Elizabeth, but at this time, there's an increase in the number of motorists coming through, some coming to St. Elizabeth, others going through to Westmoreland and Hanover, St. James. And I want to appeal to persons to really drive with caution.
Yes.
3 fatalities in 2 weeks, especially given what we're facing now, is significant. And so we're asking persons to slow down, exercise caution and patience.
Yes.
A lot of the traffic delays that you see in some areas is because of the impatience of drivers, the indiscipline of drivers.
Yes.
And you find when the escorts are going through with official escorts going through with some persons, then many persons join that convoy and creates a bottleneck and backlog in some areas. Sarge, you perhaps want to make a point on.
I just want to say, you have said it also, but I just want to say that I'm asking the motorists to be extremely patient when I'm coming through St. Elizabeth. Indisciplined motorists is one of our major concerns. They cause congestion because everybody trying to reach their destination at the same point, and it create a bottleneck as the superintendent. So just asking him to be patient while traversing St. Elizabeth.
Right. All right, guys. So there you have it, as usual. The hardworking team led by Superintendent Minto from St. Elizabeth, giving you an update and always on the point, knows what's happening, knows the solutions to put in place. So we continue to give them their support here from BOJ TV, and all the best for you and the team. So.
Just take a shot.